Where are they? Did some spill? Leo, I know you're wearing Minion PJs, but at a glance you kind of look like a NASCAR driver.
No, I'm not. I got some water, but just a little bit.
Coffee's not on anymore because it only runs for 2 hours after you push the button. And since it's 8:15, it's been more than 2 hours since I started it, which means we just heat it up in the microwave. We've still got a lot in the pot. Oh, we don't even need to. It just probably turned off like 5 minutes ago. Still hot. This is the time of day that I make Emmett's lunch. We just brought Leo to daycare. So here's the ingredients: sliced bell pepper, sliced cucumber, salami, and a tortilla. Unfortunately, there's only one tortilla left, so we'll just have to put half of a wrap in each. Cheese. This brings up an interesting observation, and that I just do not know why in Canada cheese is sold in such an odd dimension. It's like only a ½ inch thick, centimeter probably, or like maybe 1.5 centimeters, and then long. But like I would want the cheese to be like twice as thick. But in this case it actually works because you slice a cheese stick like a square, like a long, like a cheese stick, right? So, I do 10 slices in each. So they do a balanced day at Emmett's school, which means instead of having one lunch break, they have 2 lunch breaks, which I think they call nutrition breaks, but essentially 2 lunch breaks, which is why we make 2 equal lunches in 2 boxes. Whoops. Obviously, this is more cost effective than individually wrapped cheese sticks, and it's pretty good size. So that's what we're at so far. Looks super healthy, huh? So we filled in the rest of the space with apple slices, which I sliced with an apple slicer. Which, FYI, doubles as a finger smasher. What? There we go. 2 identical pieces. We'll top it off with a container of veggie straws, a strawberry yogurt, and he's good to go. He will not eat that all, and we will check when he comes back home, when I go back and get him this afternoon, how much of it is gone. But anyway, that's the routine. And then finally, before we walk over to school, we fill out his reading log, which I'll show you. It's this right here. You fill in what book you read each day. It's important to read with your kids. I only fill in 1 book each day because I think that's all that's required. The goal is to have a bunch of days in a row of reading books. But we always read 4 books every night because I let Emmett pick 2 and I let Leo pick 2 and we read them all together. And Wednesdays he also goes to the school library, so I put his school books, which big kahuna, written by the same person, Jennifer Sattler, who wrote Chicken Pug, which is one of the most interesting books that we have. So I was very interested when he came home with Big Kahuna to see if it was like Chicken Pug, unlike Chicken Pug. Anyway, very niche audience here, people out there who thumbs up for Chicken Pug if you're out there and have read it. And then of course The Cat in the Hat, which is a perennial. So those library books are going back. We'll see what he comes home with later. Don't forget your backpack. There you go.
Broken arm.
We got flu shots yesterday. Also, Emmett has told me that he has the biggest backpack in his class, and I believe him.
I actually don't, Dad.
Oh, you don't?
Actually,
You do or you don't?
Both, maybe. Actually, kind of both.
Kind of both.
Both.
Like maybe you're tied for the biggest?
What tie for? What's the biggest? What's a tie?
Tie means like it's the same. Like 2 people have the biggest one. Anyway, I think we can agree that your backpack is pretty big.
A lot of people, some of the people have the same size backpack as me, like, just 2.
Oh, not just 2. Like a lot of people have that same size.
No, some of them.
Oh, some of them. I walk Emmett to school at 8:40, and then now I'm going to change, put in my contacts because my glasses are in rough shape, and get started with work before 9.
Alright, just got Emmett. Here's the moment of truth on his lunch. Let's see how he did. I read an interesting thing in that book, The Cyber Effect, that monkeys, or was it chimpanzees, who grew up in a social context, like in the wild, when they are then shown themselves in a mirror, they're kind of interested, but then they're like, well, that's boring. I'm going to go back and play with my friends. But monkeys or chimpanzees, I'm not sure which, they're raised in like a more isolated upbringing, will then prefer their own reflection to other people, which has some interesting implications for technology, and I'll let you imagine what those might be. Okay, yogurt is gone. Veggie straws are mostly still there. You didn't eat many veggie straws, buddy.
I ate some of them, but there's still a lot.
Yeah. Looks like there's quite a bit of lunch left over here, buddy.
Oh.
Well,
I didn't want to
you ate all the apples out of this one.
I didn't want
There's
to
some
eat
left
this
there.
apple because look it.
Now we can snack on this now. So you keep eating the veggies, huh? Right?
Look at what teeth I have left.
Yeah. So those are Leah's glasses,
But what are my blue ones?
which she just broke. So that's not great.
Is this a trapezoid?
A trapezoid?
Is it a trapezoid?
Well, it's the letter A.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's an A more so than a trapezoid.
Maybe.
But if you, yeah, broadly speaking, it's a trapezoid. Well, that's kind of a cool look. It's the second pair that's met its demise from him. So hopefully we can find the blue pair.
Take this off. I'm going to take yours off.
Okay.
Put my iPhone. This. Here.